You never really know what might happen from one moment to the next. That can feel depressing sometimes, but you can also look at it in a more thoughtful way. Even when you're going through hard times, something better might be just around the corner. The road ahead can open up when you least expect it. When Forrest Gump came out in 1994, no one could have guessed how big it would become. Directed by Robert Zemeckis and starring Tom Hanks, the film turned into a cultural icon. It won 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Actor for Hanks. But the movie wasn't just a big win for him. It also gave Sally Field another important moment in her long career. Sally Field played Forrest's mother, Mrs. Gump, and brought a deep mix of kindness, strength, and sadness to the role. She was already a respected actress, with 2 Oscars under her belt for Norma Rae and Places in the Heart. Even so, she wasn't sure Forrest Gump would be a hit. The script felt odd, and Forrest himself was a very unusual character. Still, what drew her in was the heart of the story. It was human, and it mattered. She has since said that taking part in the movie was like that famous line from it. Life is like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get. She took the role seriously, even though no one knew if the movie would work. But when it became a massive success, Field felt proud and thankful to have been a part of it. Playing Mrs. Gump wasn't easy. The character could have been a background figure, but Field made her powerful and meaningful. Mrs. Gump believed in Forrest when others didn't, and gave him the love and strength he needed. Her words stayed with audiences for decades. Looking back, Sally Field sees the film not just as a highlight in her career, but as a reminder that sometimes you have to trust the process, even when you're unsure. The story, like life, is full of surprises. Sally Field was going through some personal struggles during the time she worked on Forrest Gump. As a mother herself and a well-known actress in Hollywood, she felt the pressure of balancing real-life challenges and professional expectations. But that real-life experience helped her connect deeply with the character of Mrs. Gump, Forrest's strong and caring mother. She brought real emotion and depth to the role, showing both love and the hard decisions a parent sometimes has to make. Like sending Forrest to school even when it wouldn't be easy for him. Even though she wasn't in every scene, Field's performance left a big impact. People felt her presence in every moment because of how much heart she gave to the role. But making the film wasn't easy. Field has shared that the process was long, exhausting, and often stressful. There were times when she wasn't sure if the movie would even work. She also faced challenges working with the film's director, Robert Zemeckis. They didn't always agree on how the character should be played, but Field later admitted that his direction pushed her to new levels. Her work with Tom Hanks, who played Forrest, wasn't always smooth either. Their acting styles were different. Hanks followed instinct, while Field carefully built out her character. That caused some tension but ended up creating real chemistry on screen. Looking back, Field sees Forrest Gump as a turning point in her career. It introduced her to a new audience and reminded her of how important it is to stay open to new challenges. The film helped her grow, not just as an actress, but as a person. She learned that trusting others, and herself, can lead to amazing things, even when you're unsure. Forrest Gump is still loved around the world for its emotional story and unforgettable characters. The movie's message, that life is unpredictable but still full of hope, continues to touch people. And for Sally Field, her time on the film became a metaphor for her own journey. Full of ups and downs, but worth it in the end. Her role as Mrs. Gump remains one of the most beloved in film history, and her story reminds us all that resilience and heart can turn uncertainty into something timeless.